Am I on? I am on. Okay, sorry about that. DelusionDispeller back again to talk to you more about what I wish people would have told me about pregnancy, birth, and everything else. Alright. You may be asking yourself, is there a football player inside of me? Because seriously, this kid is going for a home run. Or not a home run. Touchdown, sorry. Home run, I think it's baseball. But either way, you're going to feel like you got a little athlete in front of you. Or inside of you. And also, a gymnast. You're going to think for sure there's somebody in there that's just having a good old time. It's not so pleasant for you at times because it can hurt. Alright. Kicks can be hard. They can be really hard. And they literally feel like somebody's kicking you because guess what? They are. Just because they're in a bubble does not mean that that bubble hasn't stretched to be almost even with the insides of your belly. So you're going to feel bam, bam, bam in different parts of your belly. You may feel toes up through your ribs. I remember towards the end of my pregnancy, you could literally count my daughter's toes because she would stick them up through my ribs. And it was the wildest thing. But yeah, they're pretty fierce sometimes. You can end up with bruised ribs. I've even heard of cases where people have had fractured ribs from their babies kicking them so hard. So if that happens, if the baby's kicking too much, try to switch positions. If you're sitting, try to lay down or maybe turn on your side a little bit in the chair to kind of shift the baby a little bit. That's harder as you get bigger. But it can be done, usually, right up till the end. If worse comes to worse, call in your midwife or your doctor. Tell them you're having discomfort. They'll teach you different things you can do to alleviate that. And they may even manually try to go up through your cervix and flip the baby around or move the baby a little bit if it's far enough along that they can feel things in there. Okay. You may have heartburn by this time. Really bad heartburn. It may come from eating foods. It may just come because the baby's putting pressure up on your esophagus up here. And everything down below is just being pushed upward. All the acid is coming up from stuff that you eat. Or even if you don't eat, you can have heartburn even from just your saliva. Because that baby is just pushing things around. They're like little parasites sometimes. They do all kinds of interesting things to you. So, you really need to talk to your doctor if you're experiencing a lot of heartburn. Your belly may be itchy. That's the other thing nobody told me. You may itch like crazy on your belly. And lotions can sometimes help with that. But be careful what kind of lotion you're using. Again, everything you use on your body or in your body goes to your baby. So talk to your doctor. Tell them you're having itchy problems. See what they recommend. Oatmeal is usually okay to relieve itch, and it's really helpful. So you make oatmeal paste and kind of rub that on your belly and rinse it off. But they do now sell special creams and stuff, so there may be one on the market for itchiness. It's been a while since I've been pregnant, so not really sure of that. Let's see. Expect a lack of reaction from the doctor for discomfort. Not all doctors are sympathetic during pregnancy. That's why you got to make sure you have a pretty good one from the beginning. Sometimes when you tell the doctor you're uncomfortable, they'll say something like, oh, it's just pregnancy. It'll be over with in a couple months. That's not very helpful when you're uncomfortable. So find somebody that has a really good bedside manner and a lot of empathy before you get pregnant. And even during your pregnancy. If you have a cruddy doctor, get a new one. You may have trouble breathing. The baby's pressing on your lungs too. So you may be very short of breath. You may need to lay down and sleep a lot. This is normal. Take naps. It's okay. I mean, it's hard if you're working to take a nap. I honestly don't know how people work up to this far in their pregnancy. I had to quit my job after 3 months because the pains from the baby, wherever the baby was sitting at 3 months, were pinching off the nerves in my thighs. And I would literally almost fall over at the cash register. I was a cashier at the time. So I quit after 3 months of working. I just couldn't stand anymore physically. You may need to do that. You just got to play it by ear and see how your pregnancy goes. When you're sleeping, adjust your pillows. Sleep on your side. Switch positions as needed. A really good way to sleep is to put pillows between your legs. Like, you should have a pillow under your head like this. Sometimes it helps. I don't know if you can see this, but some people sleep with their arm, like, I can't see what I'm doing with the camera, but their arm like kind of under the pillow and their head on the pillow like this. You can put a pillow behind your back. Sometimes you can take like a towel and roll it behind your back, or a blanket, a nice thick one. Then for your legs, put a pillow between your knees. It's amazing how much relief this will give you. There's a lot of weight coming from your belly. It's pulling everything down when you're sleeping. It's putting pressure on your organs inside. So it's not unusual if you are uncomfortable while you're pregnant with this big belly on you. That baby's taking up a lot of room and probably moving around a lot. And sometimes while you're sleeping, that baby isn't going to go to sleep because it wants to exercise and play and discover its fingers and its toes and kick you and punch you and roll around. When you're trying to sleep, it will keep you up. Okay, so just get as comfortable as you can. Take your naps. Watch your diet. I already told you that before, but keep watching your diet. Watch to see and write this down if your baby kicks when you eat certain foods. Sometimes foods that don't upset you can upset the baby. I don't know how that works, but certain nutrients or whatever, that kid doesn't like them, and you're going to feel it. They may kick you really hard. I used to say, well, they definitely don't like that because I just got kicked in the ribs. Keep track of that because they really can tell if you're eating a certain food that's sensitive to the baby by how the baby reacts and responds. But you'll know. You'll get to know your baby because you're the one carrying the baby. I already told you about the toes up through the ribs. Yeah. Okay. So we talked about comfort while you're sleeping. I'm going to tell you on the next video about months 7 through 9. Stay tuned. I hope this is helping somebody out there. That's what I really like to do with my videos, is help people. Maybe give them somebody that can give them information they couldn't ask for somewhere else. Anyway, I'm DelusionDispeller. If you need me, I am at DelusionDispeller@gmail.com. I've been a life coach since 2009. I'm here to help you. I'm here to be a support to you if you're going through a pregnancy or whatever you're going through. If I can help, I will. I don't have all the answers, but I'm willing to offer what I can from my experience and my education. All right, so stay tuned. As always, subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Give me your comments and your questions, etc. And I will answer what I can when I can. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next video. Subscribe so you get all my videos, and we'll talk to you soon on the next video. Bye for now.